Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Sontj here to talk about Samurai Jack episode 54 or season 5 episode 3. My apologies for the late review. I had a lot of stuff going on with the see Power Rangers. Actually, I would recommend it. It's actually a pretty good film. Anyway, will this episode live up to the past two masterpieces I gave the other episodes, man? Like for real, how they're going to handle Samurai Jack's character from going in from killing the last daughter of a coup, and just how he's going to deal with the situation. It's like him going to bleed out and die. But before I give you the answer, Metro, play my intro. Man, you gotta respect Metro, man. He's always there for me, always there to play my intros. Hey, Metro, trust me, man, so you know you can trust me too. Subscribe. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. Pretty much, this episode is really focused on the relationship between Samurai Jack and the wolf. And the wolf is from the episode 54, where we saw the wolf fighting these monsters, but you thought the wolf died. But apparently, he lived just like Samurai Jack did. And I thought it was just a metaphor and shit, but actually the wolf comes into the story. But we spend most of the episode, like, not the most of the beginning part, most of the beginning part of Samurai Jack just going in and out of consciousness and bleeding out a lot. Like, Samurai Jack has a lot of fucking blood. Like, a lot. This man bled out so much blood that it's kind of unbelievable that he's still alive. But he makes to a cave and we see the wolf. And this awesome scene that I have in my thumbnail of just black and white. Like, this episode uses a lot of black and white and red. Those are the three major colors of this episode. But the wolf and... Okay, my phone just got a text message. Thank you, phone, for fucking the review. Anyway. Let's back on subject. This episode really focuses on the colors black, white, and red, and it's just an excellent art of Samurai Jack covered in black and red, the wolf covered in black and red, just like a deep connection of both wounded warriors. And even then, before that, we get some images of the original Samurai Jack, but this time he's even more deformed. In this, like, he's having these inner images of his past self torturing him, and this one now is saying like, hey, how's the feel of killing? Is it you want to kill more, or do you want them to kill you? It's just, they're really focusing on his inner chemistry in his mind, which I really appreciate, and hopefully they keep continuing. I wonder how crazy old Samurai Jack's gonna look by the end of this series. But yes, like I said before, the wolf and Samurai Jack start to bond. Then we get a dream where Samurai Jack is like seeing his father kill people, because Jack, he really doesn't want to kill people. Like, throughout the entire series, he never killed anyone till now. But he learns a lesson from his dad that these people chose their own destiny, and in order for you to defend yourself, you like, pretty much him defending himself is not like a sin. Like, that's pretty much what his dad said. Like, you gotta defend yourself, and these people chose to be put in this situation. So that's pretty much the lesson he learns, that you have to kill people if they're trying to kill you. Like, that's pretty much what he learned from his father. So he takes this lesson onward later on. Then we cut to the Aku daughters, and they're savage, man. They see one of their sisters dead, and they're like, well, that bitch died, she's a failure, let's move on. Like, that's pretty much where they go. And you just get to see how they work, and they work like clockwork, trying to figure out where Samurai Jack is, tracking all his blood, because Samurai Jack left a huge blood trail. And they see deers in like an ant. I can't say the male version of a deer, forgive me. But we see I'm not gonna even try it. We see a male deer and a female deer, right? And like, they think the male deer is a coup trooper, but that's not the case. And they start rubbing noses together, and you can tell that the Aku daughters don't know with what compassion and love what that means. So they just say, I don't like this, and they try to scare them off, right? But eventually they get led into a trap where Samurai Jack is, right? And he leads them to a trap, and pretty much we get Tarzan murder Jack now. Don't get me wrong, I don't really feel that bad about Samurai Jack killing. It's just kind of seeing how he goes from like kind of freaking out of killing over one daughter, then he remembers what his father taught him about you know, how to defend yourself, and just these people chose their own destiny. And he tries to give the same speech that his father gave to the people before he killed them to the daughters, but the daughters were not hearing that. They try to tell him to shut the fuck up like 3 times in the middle of his speech, and he just says very well, and he just starts murking them, like legit with this pole. He just starts taking out each one of them left and right until there's like only 3 left, and then the 3 combine into this like awesome 6-armed like form. But eventually Samurai Jack overpowers them, and he leads them to like a stick where all you have is just like a giant fall under it, and he goes hand to hand and he kills one of them with just a single punch. Then he throws another one off, then he fights the leader. That's like a chain with a saw on it, but she ends up living. So he just knocks her off, and then he accidentally falls himself, and that's the end of the episode. How I feel about this episode, I still think it's a 10 out of 10, but the problem is like all the other episodes are 10 out of 10 as well. I gotta say, this is my second favorite episode so far of season 5. My least favorite, and that's a 10 out of 10 for me, was the first episode, and my favorite is the second episode. This is still really great, and we get an episode preview 56, and I think he's going to retrieve his sword, because that looks like the area where he lost his sword when we got that little short like image of where he did, and I can't wait to see that episode. I know this review is a little incoherent, my apologies, but I was a little late, man, and you know, when I take breaks like this, it's hard to get back at the rhythm. But let me know what you guys think about this latest episode. How did you feel about Samurai Jack letting go of his like morality somewhat and just taking these bitches out left and right? It was funny because these Aku daughters were so formative in the last episode, and then when Samurai Jack finally gets like, hey, I gotta take these people out, he starts taking them out left and right. It was kind of crazy in retrospect. Do you think the wolf is going to come back again? Because the wolf really was really nice to Samurai Jack. And how do you think Samurai Jack's mind is going to be at the end of this? Because a lot of people try to use the wolf imagery as a sign that Samurai Jack is going to die, but the wolf is still alive. So that means that there's still hope for Samurai Jack to live through all this, because everyone thought that was imagery for him going to die. Well, the wolf is still alive. And yeah, let me know if there's anything I'm missing, because there's a lot to soak in Samurai Jack. This is one of my favorite shows going on right now. I can't wait to see this, man, every fucking Saturday. So yeah, man, if you like the video, man, like the video. More videos to come. If you like this content, please subscribe and like, share with your friends. Sontj out. Peace. Love you all.